Hi friends, welcome to eStudy.in. So in this video, we'll be continuing with functions only, and I'm going to cover keyword arguments in this video, okay? And we will also understand how to use a star argument, okay? So let's create a function. So let me write def main. I'm using Komodo free editor here, so if you want you can use this, or you can continue doing the way we have been doing previously. Okay, so now here let me define a function, okay, and we will pass the arguments to this function later, but first let us define the function. So we have this function p, and let us pass some arguments. A is equal to a, b, and let's have one more argument, c is equal to 5. Okay, so we'll understand this later. First let me write this. Okay, and I'm just printing the values of a, b and c. You can do whatever statements you can put, you can, okay. If you want to put some other statements you can do that, but I'm just keeping it simple. So I'm just printing the value of a, b and c, because what we are basically trying to understand, what is the difference between keyword arguments and the positional arguments, and how we can pass them. Okay, now here I'm going to call the main function, okay, and right. And now we will make a call to the p function from here, and I'm going to pass one value here, let's say 12. Okay, now if you see here we have these are keyword arguments, because when you pass a key value pair, that is key and value, so these are keyword arguments. So b and c are keyword arguments, a is a positional argument here. So when you pass when you call the function with just one value, so here this value will go to a. Okay, because the default values of b and c will be used here. So when we run this, so we should get the output 12, 2 and 5. As you can see here, we are getting the output 12, 2 and 5. Okay, now what happens if, like, we can call it with one value, we can call it with two values also. So that means, or okay, before I call it with two values, we can also call it like this, like we can say a is equal to 14. So okay, or any value which I want to pass, a is equal to this. So now what we are doing is, in the first function call, we are just passing 12, so it goes to a, and the value of a becomes 12, b is 2 and c is 5. When you say a is equal to 14, you are explicitly like specifying what is the value of a. So now a is 14 and b is 2 and c is 5. Okay, so here we are passing one positional argument, and here again we are passing one keyword argument, because we are giving a value, a key and value. Okay, now in the third call, when I call p like this, and when I say a is equal to, let's say 10, comma, c is equal to 3. So now what I have done is one positional argument. So here we are passing two keyword arguments, right? So two keyword arguments, a and c. So the order is not important here. When we run it, it knows, because we're specifying the names here of the arguments, so the order will not make any difference. Now similarly, if I make a call to the function like this, wherein I first pass the value of c, let's say, and okay, let's make it different. So this is the value of c, and then we pass the value of a. So as I said, the order will not make any difference. So if we run it, we will still get the output, so there is no error here. So as long as we specify the correct names, the order will not make any difference. But what we need to remember is here, okay, and we can also pass it like this. We can simply pass the values, all the three values. So when you pass all the three values, so here there's no confusion here, because a is this is b, this is c. Okay, so when you run it, so you get this a, b and c, the value of a, b and c like this. Okay, so this is what like keyword arguments are. But the only thing which you need to remember is that this call would be wrong if the keyword arguments come before the position arguments. That means if I make a call like this, wherein I say a here, wherein we say that let's say a is equal to 5, or a is equal to 2, comma, and then we say 8. Okay, so a is equal to 2 and 8. Now we have a keyword argument before and the positional argument. Okay, so now when we run it, it gives us an error that positional argument follows the keyword argument. Here this is the positional argument. Okay, so we need to remember that the keyword arguments must follow the positional arguments, right? So this is something about keyword arguments. Now moving on, we will learn the usage of star. Okay, so let's remove all this code from here, and now within the main, let me again have this function, and function call will be done later. So here we have this function p, which receives a keyword argument. Okay, so we will pass star star, and we will write keyword here. Okay, so we will write this, right? Now here you need not call it this, you can give any name here, but it is a standard, or like it is convention that we call it keyword argument. So in short, this name. Okay, now when we okay, let me write the code first for let's say kn keyword args. Here we will say print, and we will print k comma, I want to print this symbol here, colon, comma, and we will print keyword args. Okay, and we will print k within the square brackets. Okay, so that is what we will do. And now we will call the main function, and here we are going to pass a dictionary. Okay, so let us say we will pass a dictionary here, and let us say that okay, name is equal to xyz, comma, another value, age is equal to 12, comma, class is equal to, let's say, okay, so instead of class, because class is a keyword, let's say CL. Okay, now when we run this, okay, let us see first the output of this. So we get this. Now what is this? Here what we have done here is, when you have these star star as a formal parameter, basically you are passing this dictionary here. Okay, so it takes so it receives a dictionary. Basically when we have a formal parameter of the form star star, so basically it receives a dictionary containing the key value pairs. So now this is a dictionary now, so we are just, you know, going through the dictionary using the for loop. So we are printing the key value pair here. Now this the dictionary can also be passed like this, so that we create a variable here, let's say x is equal to, and we create a dictionary. Okay, and within this dictionary I am just you know, passing these values. So let me cut them from here, and we'll put the values here. Okay, now what we need to do is we'll pass x, so we'll just write star star x. Okay, so we will get the same output. So let me make a change here. Instead of xyz, let me change it to abc, and now let's run it. Okay, so unindent. Okay, so we have here, yes. Okay, so let's run it again. So we get the output. Okay, name, age, and class. Okay, so this is how we can, you know, this is how what we mean by keyword argument. So when we have star star, so we are passing a dictionary, and in the previous video we saw how to pass use a tuple containing like a single star with a single star parameter. Okay, now I'm going to combine both. That means I'm going to pass both a tuple and a variable arguments using a tuple, a single star, and a dictionary using double star. Okay, so let us we already have a dictionary here, so let me create a tuple here. So we say y is equal to, and I'm going to create a tuple with some welcome messages. Okay, so hi, come on, let's have welcome, and let's have a good day. Okay, so we have 3 welcome messages here, and here in the function here we need to have a star. So we'll say star args, comma, star star kw args. So here again, so here we will say star y, comma, star star x. Okay, now I need to iterate through the tuples. So for that I'll say for let's say I in args, and here I will print I. Okay, and after printing I, just to have clarity here, let me print a line here. So I'll just print this line, and we'll multiply it with like 10, so that we get the same this symbol, dash symbol 10 times. Okay, so now we will run this. Okay, so we are passing both a tuple and a dictionary to the function p. Okay, so now when we run it, so we get this hi, welcome, good day, and then, so that means we can pass as many arguments here. Now let me give a positional argument here. Before this, let me create another variable a. a comma args. Okay, so let us print this a here. So when we print this a, okay, now let's see what happens. See the difference between, here the output is hi, welcome, good day, and then this. After printing a, I'm printing another line here. Okay, so we'll print a line, print, and let us have a line again, enter 10. Okay, so you will know, and let me print a message here. The value of a, okay, the value of okay, we can say right, and here dot format, and we'll pass a. Okay, so now let us run it. So you see, when you print the value of a here, we have now one positional argument and then one tuple in one dictionary. So now that I've just passed a tuple here and a dictionary here. So because these are variable number of arguments here, so here the first argument by default will go to this a. So the value of a will be hi, and the next two will automatically go to this. Okay, but of course, if you had passed a value here, let's say we pass any name here while making the function call, and we pass another message, good morning, okay, and comma. Now if you run this function, so you will get, okay, so you will get, see the value of good morning, and then hi, welcome, good day went to this args, and then this. Yeah, and of course we can use the length function here just like we did previously to see if there is any length. Okay, so if there are any values, so we can have here an if clause. Okay, so okay, so let me put an if here. So if okay, not here, so we'll have if length args, okay, and we'll put a colon here. So if length args, okay, some indentation needs to be changed here. So then we print this, okay, and this will come later. And here we'll have an else, okay, and else we'll just print, sorry, okay, and that's it. So after that it will print a line. So let us understand this code. What we've done here is, here is the function call. Okay, so in the function call, if I do not pass this this second argument, so in that case it will, because we have this length function which is checking the length of args, so if the length of args is 0, in that case it will print sorry. Okay, so let us run this code. What we've done here is we will okay, just create a gap here. So now you see we are making a call to the function with this argument, one single argument here. We are not passing any, we're just passing one value here. Okay, so since we are passing this one value, so this will go to a, and then there's nothing in the args, so it will print sorry. So you see this output, we're getting this sorry here. Okay, so this is what is about the keyword arguments. So keyword arguments combined with positional argument and the single star, which is for we can say variable length of arguments, which will be passed as a tuple. So we have combined all these, and we have seen an example here which makes use of all the three. And here one more thing, one last thing before we end the video. So instead of calling the main function like this, what we can do is we can call the main function another way here. So we can write if underscore underscore, and we'll use this underscore underscore name is equal to this literal. In that case we'll call the main function. So you can make a call to the main function like this also. So of course if you do not understand this notation as of now, it's okay, you can simply make a call to the main the way I did earlier. But if you want to use this notation, this is also okay, and this comes handy when we import this module. Okay, so there, in that case we need to use this, but as of now, because this file is not being imported anywhere, so we can simply make the call to main like this. Okay, so without this if. So basically there is, like, we are checking if the value of the name this is equal to main. Okay, we will get into this later, but as of now we just need to understand that the call to the main can be made like this also, or we can call it simply the way we did earlier. Okay, so that's about it in this video. So I hope you like the video, and please don't forget to click on the like button, and please do subscribe to the channel estarter.in, and thanks for watching.